Hi everyone and welcome back. Today I have a very fun video to share with you. I have made another wreath, a Christmas holiday wreath, and this is more of a fun wreath. I actually made this for my niece's bedroom door, and if you want to see what it looks like, please keep on watching. So to begin, you will need a wire wreath. And again, all these items I picked up at Dollar Tree or Dollarama. So they're all very budget oriented and they're all from the dollar store. So again, you will need this metal wreath. This I got from the Dollar Tree, and a lot of people asked me for my previous wreath what size it was, and I believe it's a 14.5 inches. I also am using these ornament balls. These I picked up at Dollarama, and these are the large size balls. So again, as I mentioned, it's a fun wreath, so I'm using fun, bold, bright colors. So I've chosen pinks and purples and silvers and lime greens. And look at these are little wrapped candies that I will be putting around the wreath, and I thought these were just adorable, and I think it will add a really nice touch to the wreath. Very fun. You will actually need some tinsel as well. These are primarily to fill in the gaps, and again, you'll see the tinsel decoration, and I got this at my local Dollarama. And you can use any colors. My niece just happens to love fuchsia pinks and purples, so that's what I picked up from her. I also got these smaller ornament balls. I also picked up these little bells. And this will make a little jingle sound every time she opens and closes the door. And of course, you will need a glue gun to glue the ornaments to the wreath, a pair of scissors just to remove any tags. I've also purchased some of these acrylic snowflakes to add to the wreath. I haven't decided whether or not I will. And I picked up this adorable little elf, which I will definitely use on the wreath. So I've taken the larger balls out of the package, and I'm just going to remove this little top because it just makes it so much easier when you're gluing it to the wreath. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on all of them. And I'm just going to have a little bowl here on the side so I can place them all in, and they won't be all over the place, and they'll be easy to discard. Now this particular ball was a little bit defective. There's a little bit of paint, but that's okay, not to worry. We're still gonna use it because we'll just put it facing down and no one will be able to see it. Now some of the tops are a little bit harder to remove, so just use the scissor and it'll come off easily. So let the fun begin. Let's start off by putting some hot glue on the base of the ball, and we'll just press it down on the wreath and hold it a few seconds so it gives the glue a chance to stick and settle, and we're ready to move on to the next ball. On the second ball here, I'm putting some glue on the side of the ball just so it will stick onto the other ball, because I find from previous experience that it holds better when you glue them to the side, as you can see right here. And again, just give the two a little squeeze just so it adheres, and hold it for a few seconds, and we're ready to move on to the third. Every third ball or so, I'm also going to add a little bit glue to the base. So not only am I putting it on the sides of the balls, but also to the base, just to make it a little bit stronger and to ensure that it doesn't come out of place. So I used a total of 16 of the large balls, and I had 2 left over. Don't worry about this empty space here because we're going to fill it. You won't even see it. I believe I forgot to mention these in the beginning. These are medium-sized balls and we're going to use them to fill the inner part of the wreath. And again, these come from Dollarama. And here we're going to do the same thing that we did with the larger balls. Now these medium-sized balls, when we glue them down on the inner part of the wreath, we're actually going to glue them directly down. So that little tip is going to be glued directly down onto the wreath, as you can see here. Here you can see all the medium balls have been glued on. I used a total of 12 medium balls. And here I will be adding the smaller balls just to fill in the gaps and the holes of the wreath. And again, I will be doing it the same way that I did with the larger balls and the medium-sized balls. Here I will be adding some tinsel as a final touch, just to ensure that none of the metal wreath is peeking through. And this tinsel are strips, they're already pre-cut, but I'm going to do an additional cut, fold them in half and glue them in between the balls, and you'll see here. Here you can see the tinsel was applied as a filler in between the gaps and none of the wreath is peeking through, which ultimately is our goal. It's time to add this adorable little elf. Now where shall we place him? I think we found his new home, and all we need to do is put some glue and he'll be right at home. Here he is. How cute is he? Oh, I'm just loving this, and I think my niece will absolutely adore this. Just adding a little bit glue to his little arm just to ensure he stays in place and doesn't move around. Look at that smile. Tell me that doesn't put a smile on your face. Absolutely adorable. My niece has a sweet tooth, so let's add some bright, cheerful, yummy candy to her wreath. I'm going to use 3 different color pieces of candy and just place them strategically here on the wreath by gluing them into place. I decided against the snowflakes. I think it'll just be too busy. But I will be adding some jingle bells. I'll just be adding 1. Ta-da! Here it is. Here is the final product, and I think it looks beautiful if I do say so myself. I've always wanted a bright and cheerful wreath, and I think I have achieved this. Now, if you're wanting more of a classy, elegant wreath, I made one of those last year as well, and I will link that down below. So hopefully one of these will suit your style. In the description down below, I will write down all the materials I used, so if you want to make your own, you will know exactly what you will need. And in the meantime, if you like this video, remember to give me a thumbs up. Remember to share it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so. I try to post videos as frequently as possible. Thank you so much for watching. And like always, I'll talk to you on my next video. Merry Christmas, everyone, and happy holidays.